sidearm is just asking for trouble. I don't do payment plans or lines of credit, and I don't sell to shady individuals. If you can handle that, your money's welcome here. You ask me? Traveling? Don't make me regret this now.
Bounty hunting is dangerous work. The Trackers Alliance makes it a little easier. You must fancy yourself a bounty hunter if you're coming to speak with me. If you think you can hack taking down wanted criminals for pay, the Trackers Alliance posted the mission boards like the one you'll find at the hitching post. You have trouble finding the mission board, and yet you think you can track down a bounty. Whatever. Mission boards are where organizations like the Trackers Alliance post jobs, such as bounties for wanted criminals. Any freelancer can take them on if they want. You'll usually find them not too far from spaceports, at bars or other places where people tend to congregate. We're a collection of bounty hunters. We track down wanted criminals and the like. Various organizations and individuals pay us to manage these jobs, and we pay members and freelancers who collect the bounties. I haven't been in the game for a while. These days I'm more on the admin side of things, finding new recruits, dealing with freelancers, etc. But the wildest bounty I had was for a guy who smuggled several tons of Aurora off of Neon. I was hired by Benjamin Bayou himself. Simple, or so I thought. Tracked the mark across the settled systems only to find out it was a diversion, and the guy was actually still on Volite Alpha. Built himself a little floating base using scrap crafts out in the deep waters. Swam out a ways to reach him without alerting him to my presence. When I found the guy, he was so blitzed on his own supply that he went willingly. Thought I was an angel, leading him to the promised land, instead of directly to the local authorities. Yeah, bye.
That's the Rock. Ranger Central. Not a bad bar, too. Chunks is such an eyesore in Aquila. But, well, I can go for some chunks.
I might visit the Coal Museum and see how much evidence backs up tales of Solomon.
Russia's doing well for herself. Laredo is a big player in arms manufacturing.
Aquila's one of the oldest cities in settled systems.
Let me know if you need anything. Ask anyone. Midtown Minerals is a glass joint. Plenty to look at.
Mostly. Still feels a little weird, though. Guess I'm not used to having the tube out. But it's nothing that would keep me from getting back out there.
I need to give it more time, Helga.
Guess that means you won't be telling the Marshal that I'm approved for field duty.
Not yet. There could still be a setback, and I need to be close at hand if that happens.
Fine, fine. But you should know that I'm crawling the walls in here.
You just take it easy. Shouldn't be long now. You seen those ashed outside the walls? They keep me in business, if you take my meaning. I can patch you up, or if you need supplies, I've got those as well. Overall, not too bad. People keep me hopping all the time. Mainly it's minor scruffs, bruises, the occasional broken arm. The real work is when someone gets attacked by an Ashta. Those are the bad times. All right, what have we got here? Good news is I've seen worse. Bad news is not many. Suit yourself. Enjoy Aquila City, and for God's sake, be careful.
Well, hey there.
Seems that way.
That's pretty
Hiya.
crazy, even by Shawgang standards.
Well,
Right now,
nobody
not
ever
much of
accused those
anything.
boys of having
Doc
an
says I need a
overabundance
rest.
of common sense.
Meanwhile, I've been trying to make myself useful, reading dispatches and reports and such. That way, when I'm cleared for field duty, I'll know the lay of the land.
You should try Filburn's beer. It's brewed in the city, and it ain't bad. Work hard, play hard. That should be the Freestar motto.
A year or two back, I shared a drink with Ron Hope. That man can drink.
Good to see you.
Need something? You got some business with me? Oh, well, if the Marshal sent you to me, that means he's looking to recruit you. Just so you know what you're getting into, I'll explain who we are and what we do. Well, the Freestar Rangers ensure the safety and security of the Freestar Collective and its people. We might hunt down a fugitive, break up a smuggling operation, investigate a starship theft, or put some would-be bank robbers behind bars. Whatever needs doing to keep the people safe, we do. Sure, but we Rangers work across the whole of Freestar Collective space. Like most things that are worth doing, it ain't always easy. But do I think we make the Freestar Collective a little safer for everyone? Yeah, I do. I imagine you've got some questions. I'll answer anything I can. Okay then. A word about myself. I'm in charge of making sure anyone that wants to be a Freestar Ranger is up to the task. That being said, the Marshal wouldn't send you here if he didn't think you had potential. So, what's it gonna be? Are you ready to sign up with the Freestar Rangers? Look, you have to be completely sure about this, so take whatever time you need. Just come and find me if you decide you want to join.
You're probably looking for Mary.
There.
Here, this is for you. Well, I see your parents didn't skimp on your P's and Q's. I spotted it on our last planetary foray. All part of the service. Hey, I'm gonna pick things up one way or the other. I'll keep my eyes peeled. Who knows? Check in with me now and again and I might find more. Alright. The family has a few different deposit boxes secured in here, so let's look around. Here's a copy of the key. Okay, now remember, Solomon was from an earlier generation, so it's not going to be on the slate. Red bundles of paper is what we're after. Let's see. shakeup. Of course that old mule saw this coming. There we do. I was hoping to avoid the estate when we landed. Cora's gonna be so mad. Yeah, you're right. Let's do this.
Nice job.
Talked with Miss Kastler, and she'll give a full guided tour.
I mean, no offense, but isn't it a bit small? And there's not as many attractions as I'd like.
Miss Kastler built this whole thing off donations and what she could put together. It's not like Akila's swimming in museums here.
Fine, but I want your class to write an essay about what they learned.
I was planning on that, ma'am.
The museum is quaint. I mean, it's clear a lot of love was put into it.
I don't think all the students will fit in all at once. I think the Co-Heritage Museum is really good, personally.
Digital copy of the things I buy here?
No.
What? Why not?
I sell books, physical books.
Space is a premium on my ship. If I could download it to my slate, I could have a whole library.
There are places you can go for that, ma'am. Just not my shop. Good day.
Wait, can't we?
We're done here. If you want to purchase anything, just let me know. Or if you have any rare finds. Movies, slates, theater, all have their appeal. But books, you can get a window to mankind in its earliest days. Whether adventure with Homer, or the actual thoughts of Julius Caesar penned in his own hands. And they offer visions of the future and wonderfully impossible things and might-have-beens. So, yeah, I do like books. Yes, I had a husband, but he's no longer with us. We loved to travel, and always we'd be looking for rare books. Most of what you see here are mementos. It's sometimes hard to sell, but books are not meant to be hoarded. They're meant to be shared and spark something in us. I am a bit of an aficionado of old Earth novels. Well, truth be told, it's more of an obsession. Reading their stories is a revelation, not only for, the pure imagination, but the window you get into long-gone historical eras. I'll pay handsomely for any books you find like that. Except Charles Dickens. Definitely not Charles Dickens. If you call that reading. Let me see. I'm afraid there's nothing you have that interests me.
That's why I bought the bottle of Pinot Noir. We're gonna celebrate 10 years together.
I wonder what you're thinking of. You are welcome back anytime.
Students love field trips, and they are due.
Everything you see here is a piece of Aquila City's history. I have artifacts that date all the way back to the time of Solomon Coe himself. That is not something I expected to hear today. I assume you're somehow associated with the United Colonies? I've received some odd messages of late. Most in the collective aren't overly fond of MAST or the UC in general. I tend to share that sentiment. Lost a cousin in the colony war, you know.
Hey, I get it, but we have to collectively let go of this feud with the UC. And besides, this is really just about a tree and someone who is really, really attached to it.
Are you defending the UC? I must say, I expected more from a Coe. Well, I'm afraid you've wasted your time because I'm not authorized nor particularly inclined to release any of our pieces. That includes 100-year-old tree branches. Sorry, but it's staying in storage.